Hello everybody, Stephen Evans here with Evans Wealth Planning, and I want to talk about something that is good for business owners. And if it's something you haven't looked into, it's definitely the time because the deadline is coming up in November. So what is it? What do I want to talk about? It is transferring your SIMPLE IRA into a 401k. Because once your SIMPLE plan has gotten big enough, you can actually do a 401k, which is going to let you put away a lot more money than in a simple plan. You have more options. You can add profit sharing. You can add a Roth 401k provision. So if you make too much money, you can actually do a Roth 401k. There's no income limits on a Roth 401k. So that's an awesome feature. But the big one is the technology and the services that are provided by a 401k over a simple plan. Because most simple plans are managed by mutual fund companies and some banks that we've taken over. We've taken over some from banks, but they're so archaic in their tech stack. Because our 401ks we manage have an awesome tech package. Each client gets their own website for their 401k plan. A lot of them put in your Social Security, and you can do goal planning and say, I want to retire with this amount of money, and it'll actually tell you how much you need to put in your 401k. One provider provides college savings advice, so they have this little widget where the people can go on and put in their kids' information. It'll tell you when you need to file for grants, things you need to be doing to get ready for college. There's another one that's a budgeting tool. So there's all these different tools, and instead of just having one investment platform, so a lot of 401ks, or not 401ks, a lot of simple plans, you're just with a mutual fund company. So you might be with a Hartford or Ivy Funds or American Funds. Well, the only funds you have are their funds. So having a 401k, you have all of these different funds. And it's also way easier to administer because of the technology on payroll. So the payroll integration with 401k plans is so much better than it is with simple plans. You're not having to mail out a check and fill out all this stuff on who's getting who. The computer system does it. And they are not as expensive as people think. Because if you're doing a simple plan, most likely you're having to do A shares. Because a lot of companies got rid of the C shares, so you can't do that. So they're having to pay an upfront load on your money. So not as much money as you would like is going to work. So with the 401k, there are no upfront loads. It's just a fee that's inside of it. And a lot of times the fee that's inside of it, if you're big enough, is lower than the mutual fund cost, even without the sales charge. So it is a really good time if you have a simple plan to take a look at that plan and think about switching it to a 401k. It is every client I have that has done it has been so happy that they made the switch. So if you need someone to talk to see if your simple plan needs to be grown into a 401k or switched into a 401k, let us know. We've got, I think a month and a half left before we have to send out notices saying you're going to kill that simple plan. So right now is definitely the time to start looking at this switch, and it is way better than you could even imagine. I've done it for many of my clients. So if your 401k or your simple plan is over 500 grand, it's definitely a good idea to do it. We've even switched some at 100 and 200 grand. But it all depends on the numbers, so we'd love to give you a complimentary consultation, go over your simple plan that you currently have, and see if a 401k would benefit you and your employees. I think a lot of your employees would love some of the technology that they get from a 401k plan, and we would love to help them, and we'd like to help you guys. We provide a YouTube channel for education and all sorts of other stuff, and we're big believers in getting employees to put money away because no one's looking out for you but you. So if you're not putting money away for yourself, no one's doing it for you, and a 401k plan is a great way to do it. I'm Stephen Evans, and we will talk to you soon.